here's our project for this week. This is a wind chime that we made about 5 years ago, and we're going to do a little retrofit on it. We're going to upgrade it, and we're going to replace the rusted little rings here. See them right here, the ones that, these rings that have gotten all rusty. We're going to take and replace those with a copper wire and show you a new little trick. This ring is zinc plated and it wasn't supposed to rust, but over 5 years of time you can see that it did rust. So I just want to change that out. So the wind chime, like I say, has been hanging outside for about 5 years now. So it's time to update it a little bit. We'll go up to the top up here, and on our hanger here we'll try pull the chain off and we'll give that a new coat of flat black paint. So we'll get all the things that we need to make our little hangers, and we'll come back and show you how to do this. This is going to be a real quick video. It's just kind of how to clean one up after it's been out for a while. So we'll be back when we get everything set up. All right, well, we're back. We brought the project in from outside. So here's one of our downrunners here with our rusted connectors to it. So the new connectors we're going to put on are going to look like this. So they're going to have a glass bead in the middle of them, and they're made out of 18 gauge copper wire. So they won't be rusting at any time. And I'll show you how we're going to make these. So I think it'll be a nice upgrade to our project. So as far as these go, they're made kind of a spring steel. They're a little bit difficult to cut with a pair of wire cutters. We're going to take our Dremel tool and just cut them off. I'll show you how we're going to do that. So some of the pieces we need here, we need some, here again, 18 gauge copper wire. I cut this at about 4 inches long. We're going to need our glass beads, and we're going to need a little jig here, so we bend them up so they all look the same. You can freehand them, but you're going to end up with some that are longer than others. Some are shorter than others. This little jig is made on just a little piece of 3/4 inch by 1.5 inch pine, and it's drilled here where the spacing is for a 3/8 inch piece of doweling, and it just pushes in here. These come out of here if you wanted to take them out and move them out somewhere. They're really easy to make. In our project, the way these work is you just take your wire, push it into your bead, turn this on a nice 90-degree angle, set it in here, start it around, just take a pair of pliers, count them on around, and just push it down. Come over the other side, do the same thing. Pull it all around, push it down. I usually like to take and push them down after I do this. Pull it up. Then take your cutters and come right in here where they cross over each other. And cut them so that they match up just like that. Just like that. And that's all there is to it. So pretty simple. So like I say, you can freehand these. The only problem is they're not going to all look the same. So I kind of like to have them kind of all come out looking the same. So there's one right here. Let me straighten this up a little bit. There we go. So we'll make one more real quick and just show you here. So I just take here, put it in the center, just kind of eyeball it in the center here. Pull it over, set it down, pull it around, push it down on your dowel, come over on this side, pull it around, come across, take and push it down tight, pull it back up. Take your dikes right here, trim it. And there you go. So these don't take very long to make, so we can make these pretty quick. We're going to need the inside one, we're going to need 21 for the 3 outside ones here. So that makes our little loop. So they come out really nice, and then we'll just open them up and we'll stick them all in here, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a minute. So we'll be back. We'll get these all cut apart, and then we'll get them washed up a little bit, and then from there, we'll go ahead and put them all back together. Well, that'll work out good. So we'll get our Dremel tool out with a little cutoff tool in it. If you're not familiar with that, it's a carbide type tool with a cutoff on your Dremel tool. And you just turn, you just go ahead and take this and just take it here. All right, so that's the one side. Sometimes you just take and turn it over here. We'll cut the other side real quick. You could fool around and kind of feed those off, but we'll just do this real quick. All right. So now we'll just take and we'll put these in some soap and water, and we'll clean them up real good. Maybe we can knock off the, I notice that right here, there's a little bit of a rust area inside here. See if we can knock that off a little bit, clean them up a little bit. So this has been out in the backyard for about 5 years. So you can see that they do get dirty. It's a good idea every once in a while to break them out and kind of clean them up a little bit. And like I say, just kind of freshen up the whole idea here. So anyway, so that's those projects right there. So let me go offline real quick, and I'll take and wash them up a little bit. Now, okay, so I'm back. I got the pieces all washed up now. I just washed them up in soap and water and just dried it here. So now the way these work is we'll start at the bottom of our project, this one right here. And we're just going to open this up just enough to get this in here. And then I found just use your fingers and close this back up and kind of roll it on your fingers so that the loop stays like a circle. If you use a pair of pliers on that, usually what happens is it going to get squished over and it doesn't look quite as nice. So here again, just take and open it up. Just enough to get your piece in here. Here again, we're going to put the pretty side down. Bring it over, and then just take your fingers and roll it back in till it just touches. Here again, bring this over just a little bit. There we go. And there's our connector. So that'll give us a nice looking upgrade for our wind chime. So there's our 2 with our new connector in it. Let's go ahead and put this second one on here, and we'll tie it in here too. So here again, just open this up, kind of open it up real softly. Don't push it to kink it. Here again, we're going to put this down in here. Get it in the hole here. There we go. And just taking very softly, pull it on back down so it makes a nice circle. Just like that. Okay, and then we'll pull this next one over. And we'll just take it here, and we'll take and roll this down real nice and slow. If you can see here, I kind of pushed that in the bottom a little bit too far, and it's kind of made it a little oblong. So just push this up just a little bit, and you can make it go back into a circle. So now we got 3 of them connected together. So we'll go ahead, go offline, and I'll connect the rest of these up. And then at the end here, I'm going to put this where it goes right like that. Here, when we get them all connected, at the end here, at the last one, I'll come back on, and we're going to put a big lobster claw on it that has a swivel on it, and that'll be what we'll use to hook it to our hanger. So we'll be back in a little while after we get these all made, and we'll get this all strung up, and I'll show you how they're going to look. So we'll be back. All right, we're back. I just want to jump in here real quick here. So here's our first down stringer that goes on the outside. So you can see we've got it all hooked together here now with our 18 gauge copper wire with our little glass bead in it. So that came out really nice. So the last thing we need to do is we need to put on our lobster claw, and we're just going to turn this over. And what we're going to do here, we're just going to come here and we're going to open this up just a little bit like that. Set the lobster claw in here like this. Like that. And then we're going to, like I said before, just take this and roll it back in till it touches right here. So it makes that contact here. If you lived in an area where there was a lot of wind and so forth, and you were concerned about using a system like this, copper wire solder is really, really quick. You could take and solder this little notch together here if you wanted to. Then they would never come apart. So if you would worry about that. But since this is hanging straight down, it would take quite a bit of pressure for these to pull apart. So I think this is going to be a nice addition to our wind chime. So I'll get the other 2 all taken care of, and when we come back, we'll take it outside and hang it back up. Take a real quick shot of it, and the video will actually be over. So this is just a way to update a project that you've done maybe a long time ago, and it's starting to get a little bit old looking. So this is kind of a new modern update version of it. All right, so we'll be back in a little while when we get them all done. All right, well, we're out in the backyard now, and we've got our new rebuilt wind chime all done. So I'm real happy with the way it came out. So let's just walk up a little closer here, and we'll take a look at the sections of it here, where we've got our new links that join the unit together. So I think that came out real nice. We'll go up here to the top here, so we've got that all taken care of. So basically we just refurbished the whole thing and took those rusted rings out and replaced them with these new copper wire ones. So I think that came out really well. Hope you guys enjoyed the real quick video to how to remake a wind chime that's been hanging around for 4 or 5 years. And hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next video. So thanks so much for watching. Bye now.